from it, no problem.
He's already up there hanging out with the Dalmatian Nation in the stands as Chris Bergeron brings Brutus out to announce his presence to the crowd here in Las Vegas. Part of Team Scream, and you know he's going to come out and give you the spectacular. The two areas for Bergeron, if he wants to score big, is to get a little more technical and to fill the clock. You know, the way he runs the equipment, it's hard to fill the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Chris is notorious for the wow factor, you know, right away. He wants to go big. He's so enthusiastic about driving. He's such a great driver, and sometimes his equipment fails him or he ends up on the roof and can't get back on his tires. But he said to me here, this year, I want to fill my entire time, and I want to give these Advanced Auto Parts Monster Jam fans the best show I've ever given them at the World Finals.
Yeah, he's off to a good start, and of course, hopefully he'll give him some great donuts. He is one of the best cyclists.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's one of the guys when we first came up with the idea of a spin cycle because he takes it to a whole other level.
Oh, that's crazy.
Chris Bergeron and Brutus for Team Scream based in Columbus, Michigan. Of course, we'll see his teammate, the reigning world champion, Jim Kohler in the Avenger, will be last, as it should be. He's the reigning champion. Look at that.
Sets it down just in time and jacks it right back up. Nicely done, Chris.
That's a nice combination flow. It shows a little bit of pre-planning we're not used to seeing from Bergeron. I'm sorry, Chris.
I was just going to say sorry, Chris. I'm apologizing for Douglas here. Anyway, Chris, you're looking good. As you fans can see, Bergeron is giving the freestyle performance of his lifetime.
Yeah, because he's into bonus time. He is now going to take a shot at getting some hot seat time. Chad Tingler and Spider-Man are there now, but Brutus is giving him a run for the money.
Oh, some cross-thread moves there. Dangerous move right there, but he handled it well.
Well, the fans are just roaring with all these big moves. Now, bonus time is wrapping up. That's a backup that shouldn't hurt him.
That's good.
Because the bonus time is done. If he does anything else, it's just going to be extra for the fans here. All the scores are in.
Well, he's still running. You know he's going to do something.
Here we go.
There you go. You talked about him, Scott. There we go. Donuts into the spin cycle. Watch this.
Hang on, big boy. At the Monster Jam World Finals, and here he goes. Oh, that was a terrible shot. He's still on all fours, but he broke something, I think, Ken.
Oh, yeah, he broke a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't try to save that one.
Yeah. He's not quitting, but I don't think it's going to last very long.
By the way, you can see the safety technology worked into these trucks. All these wheels have tethers on them now. Extremely thick cables that will not allow those wheels to come loose. If they do, it slows them way down, but that's why that one's still on there.
He just does not want to stop. That thing is really hurt, you can see.
Go, baby. Stand on the throttle, Chris. Attaboy. Captain's curse.
Yeah, we're going to get a first look at Pablo's defense. Yeah, Pablo loves that Willys design, but it's a completely different concept. He's got his little pirate thing going on there. Pablo's really been having a lot of fun. He's got this new theme. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out, you know, made a patch over the first time in this race, but he loves the pirate. Oh, look at him walking. Look at him walking.
That was brilliant. And not only did he walk that wheelie, when you dance with back wheels like that, the judges have to be impressed. He's still got 1 minute to go. He's 30 seconds into the run, but he's off to a brilliant start.
Pablo from Race Source, and always an innovator inside of this sport. He's come up with some wheel girdles. Now he's going big time. This is exactly when he'll want to use them. The outside of the wheels have bead locks, so that part of the wheel stays round. The inside would egg shape, so he came up with a girdle to protect them, to keep them round.
I think our three in the hot seat may start getting a little nervous if he keeps this up for another 20, 30 seconds. Oh, nice save. I thought he was in trouble when he went up over the tanker. Pablo is getting it done. 15 seconds left in the run.
Oh boy, here we go! Wow!
Ken, I'm sorry. I think we're getting a new leader.
Michael Ryan is his new grand boy. He has a grandchild. His name's Michael Ryan, and I guarantee he's doing that for him. He has a book of pictures for him. He said, that's what I'm proudest of. He came out here and put on a great freestyle show for his grandson.
Alex Blackwell, Captain's Curse, coming right out strong. Nice job of pulling her back down after the truck bicycle. Here we go. Nice here from Blackout. Hey, nice move on the combo. Switched it up, went to the man lane. Really using his head. Alex Blackwell, Captain's Curse. Alex Blackwell trying to put up a big number. Pick up the momentum. Here's the triple! Yes! Yes! That was a major league save by a big-time talent. Alex Blackwell and Captain's Curse. The clock winding down, getting toward the final 30 seconds. More big air, huge hang time. He has broke the truck, it appears to see. He's still rolling though, that's the bottom line. Ten seconds left and he will fill the clock, it appears. Alex Blackwell. Captain's Curse. And now, put 30 seconds on the clock. He is in bonus time. Captain's Curse is in the bonus time. He is really nailing everything on this track, and he's doing it pretty much every way you can do it. And he has filled the bonus time. This move will count as the judges consider the bonus score. He filled the clock. He filled the bonus time. We'll see when the scores come in. Now he's continuing on just for you Monster Jam fans. The scores are in. He's doing this just for you Monster Jam fans. Not for points, not for money. This is for the best fans in Monster Jam. Each and every one of you. Bonus. That doesn't count for anything but your love here in Las Vegas.
Well, you know at the Monster Jam World Finals, gentlemen, you're going to have a huge encore. There was one in racing. The bonus by adding the extra day to the World Finals is now there's a special freestyle encore.
What are they setting up for here?
I don't know.
First of all, how many of these things do they have?
See, Adam, oh, look at
Oh, unreal! Look at the height of that one. Look at this guy.
that. I don't know what that Doomsday's doing. I don't know what that one's doing. But what I do know, Adam, there's no sponsors on those trucks. I'm speechless. I don't know who's doing it.
Here's what I know. This ending, this spectacular moment, the fireworks, another reason you've got to be at every Monster Jam World Final. This is kind of an otherworldly matchup here, Doomsday against Zombie.
Bari Musauer looking for his first World Finals Racing Championship. The Young Gun Shootout champion not too long ago. Doesn't have that World Finals championship yet.
He's been as far as the semifinals. He's had good success here. Doomsday's giving him all he wants, but Bari's going to pull it out. Good race between Doomsday and Zombie. Zombie gets the victory.
on Weston. Let's check in with Leslie Mears.
Yeah, guys, he's one of the few drivers that has told me he actually has a plan. He said he's going to go big early and keep up that momentum. And then when he gets to the backflip at 30 seconds, if he lands it, he's just going to go rapscallion and let it go wild.
Rapscallion, I love that. We got Cattywampus, we got Rapscallion.
Look at the size of the air, lands right on the jammer, gets a big kick on the BKT rears.
The youngest World Finals champion in Monster Jam history is Adam Anderson at 22 years old back in 2008 with Taz when he won freestyle. And Weston Anderson could break that long-standing record here tonight if he wins the World Championship.
And that was such good truck awareness by Weston Anderson on that last jump. He hit the throttle on top of those cars to get right over the backside of that race ramp jump.
He is finding his pocket here on these landings. He is landing it soft. Big time end over end jump. These ramps are a little soft as you approach them, so drivers having to hit them a lot harder than they would expect to get where they need to go.
Oh, does he clear it?
And Weston
he gets the backside. Let's go, Weston Anderson.
Weston Anderson greasing the wheels on the back end of that jump. He's throwing one down. Now he threads the needle, brake check, bust stack, crushes it.
This is the best start to a World Finals freestyle run that we have seen. Another one! Oh my goodness!
Bouncing on all four BKTs, he's lining up for the backflip. Here comes Weston Anderson, the young kid out of North Carolina. And he's gonna land it into a one-wheel moonwalk.
Guys, he gave me some great insight on the ramps on the track. He said that the right side is your good-to-go side. That's the safe side. But he's really got his eyes on the left side. He said that's got a lot of trip-ups over there. And he said you're really going to have to throw a Hail Mary over there if you're going to do it. So we hope to see from that left-hand lane maybe a cowabunga out there.
Thank you, Leslie. So Cole Stevens making his first Monster Jam World Finals appearance on the track since 2017. He was in the broadcast booth calling this here. And when you look at sports, Adam, not a lot of athletes have gone from the broadcast booth back to being an active competitor and had success.
It really is, and one of those things, you know, just to talk about him being in the broadcast booth, is he had those years to be able to watch freestyle, to be able to watch racing and see from an up-air perspective of what these drivers were doing right and what they were doing wrong. And sometimes, as an athlete, we have to back up, watch the video, and see and experience it from the outside looking in to really know how to get better.
And he said that. He said being a color commentator really helped him see a lot of things from a driver's perspective that he did not know before. And I think that has really kind of elevated his game a little bit. And it paid off with a big-time freestyle win in Houston earlier this year. Nice brake check there for Thunderroarus.
Laying off the throttle just a little bit for Cole up that step-up ramp. I'd like to see a bigger air. Cowabunga, baby!
You talk about a Thunderroarus drop. He just dropped that thing from sky high at Nissan Stadium. And he landed it. Cole Stevens going for a World Finals backflip. And he's got it.
There it is again.
Hard landing on the left, but he's got enough. But he's going
no
right back.
way!
Come on, baby.
Let's go, Cole!
He's got two in a row, back-to-back flips.
Can I get a cowabunga, Scott?
Ryan Disharoon shaker, Tom Meents in Max D. Tom is 24-12 in his career at Lucas Oil Stadium with 3 wins, so he's always done well here. And here we go all the way around, one full time in the berm, and then they go outside for a full lap on the outside part of the track. And right now, Tom Meents with the advantage.
Looks like Ryan Disharoon got off to a better start, and Tom Meents made it up on that second circle corner. Let's see how they come into this last turn.
Shaker went high up the race ramp, goes a little zigzaggy on the corner, hits the pod, and Max D, Tom Meents gonna get the win. Again for Tom Meents here in Indiana on one of his home tracks. Indianapolis and St. Louis are the 2 tracks that Tom has excelled at close to home, and he's got that jet black Max D body rocking. I know you like it, the fans love it, and we got all the spikes out. The Max D fans very happy here so far in Indianapolis.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite Max D bodies. Going around slow, looks like he's coming into the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Early backflip for Tom Meents, bounces on the front 2, gets it down. The way that Max D truck is designed with the motor, that truck flips up in the back a lot quicker and a lot lighter, and that helps out the landing on the backflip.
And what, for those of you who don't know what Scott's talking about, is this truck is actually built different than the rest of the Monster Jam trucks. It has an engine in the front mounted instead of center/rear mounted. This truck is a little bit different and special for the legend Tom Meents.
15th Indianapolis start for Tom Meents' career. He's got 2 freestyle wins here, won the overall event championships. Both times he won the freestyle, and hits a stoppie right in the middle of the track, right into a moonwalk.
Oh yeah, getting nice and technical. Tom Meents, the professor. I'm loving this run right now, Scott.
Still loading up the time here, got a few seconds left. Makes a nice drift corner. And Tom Meents now back up off the step-up ramp, nearly clears it, just slides in a little short. Bicycle off the pod. Editors trying to get number 5 here tonight.
Yep, Max D with that beautiful matte black body and the spikes coming out of the truck. That thing looks mean. And Tom Meents, yeah, like you said, 4-time freestyle winner this season, has just been on an absolute tear.
And he's been on a tear here in Indianapolis. 3 freestyle wins here in his career, 2 overall event championships. And he's taken everybody on a stroll down memory lane with these Max D bodies that he's bringing out week after week.
Oh, and it looks like he might be having a problem with that rear steer right there. It didn't come back on him. I bet you he manually has to do it coming around this corner.
Tom Meents lining up here for a big jump, gets some nice air right onto the pod. He's going on 2 wheels and a nose wheelie, and just dips off the pod.
He's got the steering wheel out the window. No steering wheel.
We got the popper back into a little bit of a moonwalk. Walks it up across the ramp. The popper. And you can see those back tires there moving left and right. Putting a lot of pressure on the front tires as well. The steering wheel is out on the track. No hands.